It all started with a simple goal: to boost my antioxidant intake during a demanding travel schedule. I saw a bottle of green tea extract on a health store shelf, its label adorned with vibrant green leaves, promising maximum strength antioxidant support. It seemed like a perfect, convenient solution. I was already a fan of drinking green tea, so a concentrated version felt like a logical, efficient upgrade. I figured, if a little is good, more must be better, right? I started taking the recommended dose, feeling proactive and virtuous, confident I was doing my body a favor. Within about a week, something felt off. Persistent, low-grade nausea, it didn't go away. A dull ache in my upper right abdomen, where the liver sits. I felt unusually tired, deep-seated weariness no sleep could fix. It wasn't until I was reviewing recent studies on supplement-induced liver injury for a presentation that the pieces clicked into place. The symptoms described in case reports, nausea, fatigue, abdominal pain, were eerily familiar. They mirrored my own experience exactly. The primary culprit in many of these cases was high-dose green tea extract. A cold realization washed over me. The very product I was using to protect my health was likely the source of my distress. I immediately stopped taking the capsules. Within days, the nausea eased. The ache in my side began to fade. It was a stark and personal lesson in the hidden dangers lurking behind a seemingly innocent natural product. Natural does not automatically mean safe. Processed, concentrated, consumed in unnaturally high amounts. My body sent a clear distress signal, an alarm bell. The concentrated compounds were overwhelming my systems. That wake-up call made me scrutinize the claims on the front of the bottle and the science and the potential risks that are often buried in the fine print or missing entirely from the label. I share this not to scare, but to empower you with caution and knowledge. So what exactly is green tea extract? And how does it differ from the comforting, steaming mug of tea we know and love? The difference is not just one of form, but of concentration and composition. When you brew a cup of green tea, you are gently infusing hot water with the soluble compounds from the Camellia sinensis leaves. This traditional process yields a beverage with a balanced, safe, and effective profile of catechins, L-theanine, other beneficial phytonutrients. It's a slow, gentle extraction that humans have safely enjoyed for thousands of years, delivering health benefits in a diluted, whole food context that our bodies are well equipped to handle. Green tea extract, on the other hand, is a product of intense industrial processing. To create it, manufacturers use solvents like ethanol, ethyl acetate, to pull out specific compounds from the tea leaves, primarily the catechins. The most famous and abundant of these catechins is epigallocatechin 3-gallate, or EGCG. The resulting liquid is then concentrated and dried into a powder, which is packed into capsules or added to other products. This process fundamentally changes the substance. It's no longer a gentle infusion. It's a highly concentrated dose of isolated chemicals, stripped away from the synergistic matrix of the original plant leaf. The key distinction lies in the dosage. A single cup of brewed green tea might contain 50 milligrams of catechins, or 150 milligrams. However, a single capsule of green tea extract can contain 500 milligrams, or 1,000 milligrams or more. This means one dose can deliver the EGCG equivalent of 5 cups, 10 cups, or even 20 cups of tea, consumed all at once. This isn't just a stronger version of tea, it's a pharmacological dose of an isolated active ingredient, and our bodies, particularly our livers, may not be prepared for such a sudden and massive biochemical onslaught. This extreme concentration is precisely where the potential for harm originates. While the other components in a whole tea leaf might buffer the effects of EGCG or aid in its safe metabolism, the extract provides an unbalanced, high-impact dose. Think of it like this: eating a whole orange is healthy, but consuming the concentrated sugar from 20 oranges in one sitting would have vastly different metabolic consequences. The extract isolates and amplifies one part of the plant, losing the natural balance and safety inherent in the whole food. Understanding this difference is the first critical step in recognizing why a celebrated health food can become a hidden hazard. Epigallocatechin 3-gallate, or EGCG, is often hailed as the hero compound in green tea, celebrated for its powerful antioxidant properties. In a lab test tube, it neutralizes free radicals. Free radicals can damage cells and contribute to aging and disease. Promoted for weight loss, cancer prevention. At low concentrations in brewed tea, EGCG supports health. It works with other compounds to gently support cellular health. But the story changes with concentrated supplements. The same mechanism that protects at low doses can act as a pro-oxidant at high doses. It can generate oxidative stress, damaging cellular structures including DNA, mitochondria. The dose makes the poison. Green tea extract can push EGCG past safe limits. The liver is most vulnerable. It's the body's detox center, processing what you ingest. High-dose EGCG can overwhelm liver metabolic pathways. Science shows a clear link to acute liver injury. United States Pharmacopoeia Review. Case studies in liver tox. Damage ranges from elevated liver enzymes, severe hepatitis, complete liver failure requiring a transplant. The risk is highest when supplements are taken on an empty stomach. That increases EGCG bioavailability and blood concentration, straining the liver. EFSA warns that daily supplement EGCG above 800 milligrams is risky. The takeaway: isolated high-dose EGCG can cross from antioxidant to hepatotoxin. One of the most significant dangers of green tea extract lies not just in the substance itself, but in the regulatory environment where it is sold. In the United States and many other countries, the dietary supplement industry operates under a different set of rules than pharmaceutical drugs. The Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, does not require supplement manufacturers to prove that their products are safe or effective before they are sold to the public. Instead, the burden of proof falls on the FDA to demonstrate a product is unsafe, but only after it has already reached the market and potentially caused harm. This creates a reactive, rather than proactive, system. This lack of pre-market approval means that what's on the label may not be what's actually in the bottle. Studies have repeatedly found significant discrepancies between the claimed dosage of active ingredients and the actual amount present in supplements. So, a product might contain far more EGCG than stated, pushing the consumer into a high-risk dosage zone without their knowledge. Conversely, it could contain far less, making it basically ineffective. Worse still, supplements can be contaminated with unlisted ingredients. Heavy metals, lead, heavy metals, arsenic, pesticides, prescription drug analogs. All of these pose serious health risks. The labeling itself can be a minefield of confusion and misleading claims. A bottle might prominently display 500 milligrams green tea extract on the front, but the crucial information, percentage of catechins and the EGCG dosage, is often hidden in the fine print of the supplement facts panel. Many labels simply list a proprietary blend, giving the consumer no way of knowing how much of a potentially toxic compound they are ingesting. This unregulated landscape places an enormous and unfair burden on you, the consumer. You're expected to become a toxicologist, a pharmacist, a regulatory expert, just to make a safe choice at the health food store. Without clear, transparent, verified information, it's nearly impossible to assess risks and benefits accurately. This Wild West environment is why trusting the label is a gamble. It underscores the importance of relying on time-tested whole food sources of nutrients, where safety profiles are established and regulatory guesswork is eliminated. The safest choice is often the one that doesn't come in a pill. In the world of health and wellness, few words are as powerful or as misleading as natural. We are conditioned to associate it with purity, safety, wholesomeness. This is the natural myth, the belief that plant-derived means harmless, but nature is full of potent toxins. Hemlock, nightshade, poison ivy. We wouldn't eat them. The same logic applies to supplements. Concentrating a plant's chemicals can concentrate harm, turning a gentle herb into a drug with real side effects. Another dangerous misconception is more is better. Culture pushes the idea that higher doses mean greater benefit. For bioactive compounds like EGCG, that's false. The dose-response curve for EGCG is a J-curve, not linear. Small amounts help. Increase the dose and it hits a toxic tipping point. Doubling the dose doesn't double benefit. It can exponentially raise risk of severe liver damage. Many think supplements are a shortcut to a healthy diet. Swallowing a capsule versus brewing tea or eating whole foods. That ignores food synergy. Thousands of phytonutrients in one tea leaf work together. Science is only beginning to understand. L-theanine in tea promotes relaxation and may buffer caffeine. Isolating EGCG removes those partners and can create unbalanced, hazardous effects. Supplements can interact with prescription meds. Green tea extract is no exception. It can affect liver enzymes and alter drug metabolism. Statins, blood thinners, certain antidepressants. That interaction can reduce effectiveness or increase toxicity. Consult your doctor or pharmacist before taking green tea extract if you use prescriptions. These are biochemically active products and must be treated like medicine. When we compare drinking whole green tea to taking a concentrated extract, the verdict for personal health is overwhelmingly clear. Drinking tea offers a holistic, gentle, time-tested way to enjoy its benefits. The concentration of EGCG and other catechins is low enough to be safe for daily consumption, yet effective enough to contribute to improved cardiovascular health, better brain function, and a reduced risk of certain chronic diseases. The act of brewing and sipping tea also encourages hydration, mindfulness, adding behavioral benefits that a pill can never replicate. Beyond personal health, we really have to consider the environmental and sustainability impacts of producing extracts. The traditional cultivation of tea can be a sustainable agricultural practice, supporting biodiversity and supporting local economies for centuries. However, the industrial-scale production required for extracts is a different story. It often involves large monoculture farms that may rely on heavy pesticide use and heavy fertilizer use to maximize yield. The extraction process itself is resource-intensive, requiring significant amounts of energy, water, and chemical solvents to isolate and concentrate the desired compounds from vast quantities of raw tea leaves. The waste stream generated from this industrial process is another significant concern. After the EGCG and other catechins are extracted, what remains of the tea leaf is often discarded as industrial waste. This is in stark contrast to drinking whole tea, where you use the entire leaf, or the contents of a tea bag, with minimal processing and waste. Choosing whole tea over an extract is a vote for a less resource-intensive, more environmentally friendly supply chain. Ultimately, the comparison reveals a fundamental difference in philosophy. The whole leaf represents a food-based approach to wellness, embracing balance, synergy, gentle, long-term support for the body. The extract represents a pharmaceutical model, focused on isolating a single active ingredient for a powerful, targeted effect, but with it comes the risk of imbalance and acute toxicity. The evidence is clear. While green tea extract is marketed as a natural health booster, it carries risks that are simply not present with its whole food counterpart. So, how can you make the safest choice for your health? Embrace brewed green tea. Aim for 2 to 3 cups a day. It gives you a safe, effective dose of catechins inside the natural synergistic matrix of the whole leaf. Antioxidant benefits, gentle metabolic support, calming L-theanine, without overwhelming your liver. It's simple, affordable, time-tested. If you're still considering an extract for a doctor-supervised reason, proceed with extreme caution. Never take it on an empty stomach. Look for third-party verification. NSF International, ConsumerLab.com, USP. These certifications help confirm label accuracy and lack of contamination. Calculate the EGCG dose. Keep it well below an 800 mg daily ceiling. Certain people should avoid extracts altogether. Anyone with pre-existing liver conditions. Pregnant women, steer clear. Breastfeeding women, steer clear. For the vast majority of people, the myriad benefits attributed to green tea can be safely and effectively obtained by simply drinking the beverage itself, all while making a more sustainable choice for the planet. Trust the gentle power of the whole plant. Brew a cup, relax, enjoy the authentic benefits of green tea, just as nature intended.